Hello, my amazing good people. How are you today? Hoping you're doing great. Welcome to Minas de Passion, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for your soap updates. So on to our episode. Victoria asks Sebastian to think about signing a work contract with her company, that it won't be with Roberta, and so he should think about it and give her the answer later. Looking at her own necklace, Sebastian gives it to her, telling her a lot about Amelia, a woman he lost because of Roberta. Victoria gives him back the necklace, telling him that she is sure the metal on the chain protects him. Sebastian then becomes speechless and smiles. Lolita assigns Victoria the office next to Leonardo's. Tiger and Gail are reviewing blueprints with the miners. Everyone seems enthused until Ramiro and his group show up to spoil the party. Ramiro starts taunting and the two sides seem ready to brawl, but Leonardo arrives just in time. The groups disperse and Tiger and Leonardo talk a bit, actually seem to get along. Miriam is accosted by some mean women asking her if Adalberto is her father's son and for having an affair with a married man, but she puts them in their place. Miriam turns and we see her in tears. Sarah arrives at the company demanding to have the office right next to Leonardo's so to work there, but Flor tells her it's already occupied by the new engineer, Victoria Alcazar, but she refuses to accept that and insists that the office is exactly what she needs. Same time, Mario reports to work asking about her office, but Roberta tells her there is no office available for her, and Roberta takes her into the mine to start work right away. Roberta then makes Gerardo give Mario his boots and helmet, then orders her to dig. At Alita restaurant, Jennifer is serving customers when Alita arrives and meets with Orlando, who is kind and attentive to her. He says he was separated from his mother and Alita gets very emotional. Fidel shows up and she quickly leaves, but he notices her and gets curious. Mario is working in the mine when Gail comes. He is dismayed and asks why she is there. Victoria sees Mario being worked to exhaustion and Ramiro tells her that is an order from the lady boss, but Victoria says that is a stupid order, and she tells him that in this mine the arrogance and abusive power are over, no matter who that order may be coming from. Later, Gail takes her to the office to drink some water. Gail and Mario flirt a bit and she thanks him. They are standing together holding hands when Roberta walks up. "What are you doing here?" she asks him angrily. Mario tries to civilly answer her stepmother and takes Gail's hand, much to Roberta's disdain. She leaves and Roberta insults Gail, who looks angry, calling her a viper under his breath. Roberta finds Gail and Mario in the office and tells him to get out. Mario stands up to her, but she also rejects the boy. Amelia goes to Leonardo to complain about Ramiro. She tells him there is a new girl working there, the daughter of the lady boss. "Mario?" Leonardo asks, startled. Sarah lurks around the corner just as Leonardo grabs Amelia's hand. Victoria finds Sarah in her office sitting in her chair and tells her no one told her she was waiting for her. Sarah replies that she isn't waiting for her but rather came to the office that belongs to her. Victoria makes her get up from the chair and the confrontation now is on Leonardo, and Sarah states that Leonardo will never fall for just anyone. Victoria says she's not just anyone, but she isn't interested in Leonardo and tells Sarah that she can keep the office if she wants because her only aim there is to help the mine flourish. Outside, Alita collapses against the fence, in tears, crying and holding her stomach. She flashes back to a scene in the past where she confronted Fidel for having a lover. She then says she wants a divorce. Fidel tries to manhandle her and threatens that she will lose her son. Back to the present, Alita comforts herself. Fidel comes out and watches her go down the street. Later, Fidel wants to turn Orlando's restaurant into a bar, but he tells his father not to interfere in his work. There is a subplot regarding Nico and several classmates that he eventually talks to his abuela about, but I'm not clear on the details. Amelia is running a drill with the miners. Leonardo arrives and he and Tigra look suitably impressed. Leonardo accepts the challenge as they pass tools quickly down the line. Zaira is reading cards, but she doesn't like what she sees. There is a knock on the door and Gigi rushes in. Zaira tells her she was in jail and Gigi looks rather shocked. Gigi turns to leave with a sad face, but as she hesitates, Zaira says, "What?" and Gigi leaves. Victoria and Leonardo are in the mines when she flashes back to them being in the collapsed mine together, she crying and he holding her protectively. She is back to business. Leonardo looks at her and smiles. Jennifer confronts Flor at the register, threatening her to stay away from Orlando. Flor fights back verbally and, having had enough, snaps back, takes off her apron, throwing it over the counter and leaves. Leonardo is following Victoria in the mine. They argue, accusing each other of being arrogant. Victoria trips and Leonardo grabs her around the waist and they stare at each other, both swept up in the moment. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. I'm looking forward to having you again on this channel. Please don't forget to subscribe.